Here it is, in the flesh, Nissan Skyline GTR. Ah, just kidding, it's not a GTR. But you already knew that, all you haters out there like to point things out, hurt my feelings, make me cry. Even though having this badge doesn't make it any faster. Having this Too Fast, Too Furious livery does, with the sponsor stickers, the straight-ish racing stripes, that adds anywhere between 5 to 10 extra horsepower. Now, let's go down the list of good and bad of this 21-year-old vehicle. That's right, 21 years old. If this were a human, it'd be able to vote, smoke cigarettes, and drink. The body kit. It's a C West body kit, about $7,000 US. But who knows how much extra elbow grease and money it took to install it. This fiberglass, it needs a refresh. Look at the front right here. It basically needs repairing. The headlights. At this point, be sure to subscribe. I'll be making some short videos about repairing these headlights, because if you look here, the left headlight or right, based off your orientation of the vehicle, it has condensation. So do we replace a left headlight? Do we replace both headlights? Do we rebuild them? We'll find out together. The wheels, are they offset? Because the tires sure are. The rear tire, which is bald as hell, is a 245/35/18. We gotta replace it, but do we stick with the Toyo theme, or do we jump ship entirely? Follow me, look at this. Over here we got a Michelin tire. Do we get a Michelin? This Michelin can handle 500 horsepower. Well, I don't know if it can handle 500 horsepower, but this vehicle has 500 horsepower. What it can handle is the wet weather that this part of the hemisphere brings us. If we go with something like the Proxy's 888R, great traction in the dry. While we're talking about wheels, I'd love to upgrade to the Nismo wheels. I hear they're hard to get. If they're discontinued, I will get me some Nismo-esque wheels. But in the meantime, I'm just going to run what I brung. Talking about the wheels and the brakes, I need to make a video about that, do some research. The spoiler/wing. Who the hell installed this? They did a great first half, but they didn't reinforce it. So if you're traveling at speed down the highway, this thing's going to rip off the trunk. So I need to reinforce the bottom end of the trunk/boot. The exhaust. It's aftermarket. Is it a big name? Who knows? Could be Joe Schmo's exhaust company. The interior. At this point, you need to subscribe, because I'll be making a full motion picture about this interior. I'm talking big budget, Steven Spielberg shit. Let's touch on the sorry-ass excuse for the MFD, which is at reverse at all times. I'll repeat myself. All the time reverse cam. This screen is always in reverse. First gear, reverse, reverse, reverse. Never not in reverse as soon as you turn the key on. I'll probably swap it out for that Zeta GTR gauge kit. It's not an authentic GTR MFD, but then again, this vehicle isn't an authentic GTR like we covered in the intro. The pillar trim. Which teenager installed, who's in charge of this build? The radio, the stereo. It's Japanese, and it was built by Nintendo, uses NES cartridges to blast out those jams that the speakers that were just glued on. Lord, give me strength to unclap this vehicle. The sun visor. At this point, I just want to slap myself. Maybe I'll do the first Fast and Furious and just install a PlayStation 1, play Gran Turismo like my glory days. Yay! The wires, they just need to be cleaned up.
Now it's time to get up to speed on Nissan engines, a department that I struggle in. Clearly, I mean, who would spend the money on an R34 that didn't come stock with a factory turbo? This guy, me. Did I educate myself about the little nuances, the specifics about the vehicle, or did I dive headfirst like an American JDM fanboy? But that's in the past, water under the bridge. You win some, you lose some. The vehicle identification plate of this engine says that the engine started life as an RB25 DE, not a DET, which leads me to believe that this turbo conversion took place at some point in the vehicle's midlife. Comment below if there's any pertinent information that I might need to know. I'm a sponge, and I need to know as much info as I can get. I need to learn about this engine. This intake starts on the left side, routes over the engine to the right side, then back under the engine to the left side. What I'm trying to say is I'll be making a video about updating the intake. In fact, while we're on the topic, I'll be talking about the intercooler, maybe turbos or turbo, engine, the stock RB25, maybe built internals, maybe upgraded the RB26, or just go all out with the RB30. This thing will never be a GTR, so why fake it? My two favorite things about this car are the engine and the tires. How much power can I make and how much power can I put to the ground? A stock GTR does the quarter mile in 12 seconds. And that time only goes down from there based off of modifications and more money you put in. Let's see if I can't match or exceed those times. And before any big decisions are made on the engine, I'll be cleaning this engine bay up for sure. With the engine cooling panel and whatever small parts, maybe a little bit of shoe polish. Just clean this thing up. And this is the end of the video. This is where I do some cool B-roll with the car driving away. Unfortunately,
Not street legal.
the import paperwork is still going through. So let's take this journey together. Follow me as we embark on Paul's R34 refresh and conquer the world together.